Hello.
Hello, how
I
are you?
know you're busy right now, but I have an interesting offer for you.
Uh-huh.
You know Missing Cup,
Yes, I know.
like philosophy professor.
Uh-huh. What's the matter?
She's kind of tough for us.
Yeah,
Lots of people
I've
change
heard.
retakes. I have an offer for you.
What kind of offer?
Come closer. I want you to make a flash drive which will hack her computer.
What?
Wait. Let me explain. Her course is way too hard for everyone. Nobody will pass, let's be honest. You can save lots of people. No one's wanna have a retake or whatever. And also I will pay you financially 100,000 tenge. So, what's the decision?
Let me think.
The friend I know just asked me to help him break into the missing car's computer to get the exam questions, and instead of saying no right away, I said I think about it. Now I can't stop. Part of me wants to help. Nobody fails, everyone's fine. Where's the harm? And a part of me feels like it's just wrong. Full stop. But it feels wrong and it feels fine aren't reasons. So let me actually think through this properly, the way we learned it. There are two ways to judge something like this. Let me take them one at a time and see where each one honestly leads me. This first way is to judge by the results. Forget how it feels, look at what actually happens afterward, and ask whether the work ends up better or worse. That's utilitarianism. The second way is to judge the act itself. Some things are just wrong the moment you do them, no matter how well it turns out. That's the ontology. Okay, results first. Let me be honest and actually count. During our case studies, we've learned about Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill. Bentham put it simply: the greatest happiness of the greatest number is a measure of right and wrong. So the right thing is whatever makes the most people better off. Count the happiness, spread across everyone, that's it. Though Mill had a different point. It is better to be a human being dissatisfied than a pig satisfied. So not every kind of happiness counts the same. I have to remember that because what my friend is offering me is exactly the cheap, easy, satisfied, big kind. Fine, let me run Bentham rule on my actual situation. Bentham principles, consequences determine morality, maximize happiness, minimize suffering. Pleasure is the highest good. So on one side, everyone passes, everyone stops panicking, everyone's happy. That's true. Honestly, seeing everyone and my friend relieved would make me feel good too. For a second, this looks like a yes. But if we're caught, he's expelled and so am I. Getting into someone else's device isn't a prank, it's an actual crime. The professor's work and privacy violated. Every student who stands honestly, the grade just got cheaper. And a diploma, you can steal it with worse, less for everyone who holds one, including me. One small, short pleasure against a pile of large, lasting arms. I was the one who said count everything, so I have to be honest about the total. It's negative. Even judging purely by results, I shouldn't do it. This actually surprises me. I expected the results way of thinking to push me toward yes. Instead, it talked itself into no. Mills sharpens. Consequences still determine morality, maximize over happiness, but higher versus lower pleasures, and the greatest happiness principle applied properly, not lazily. So look at what I betrayed him. Stone answer is a lower pleasure, quick, hollow, gone by lunch. What I give up is a higher kind. Actually understanding this, a grade I earned, being someone I don't have to lie about. Better to be human being who's a bit stressed than a satisfied pig who cheated and knows it. And there is a what if everyone did it test. If every unprepared student broke in, the exam would mean nothing and the whole thing would fall apart. A rule that destroys itself when everyone follows it. was never really producing the greatest happiness. It just felt like it, for one person, for one afternoon. So the result, road is closed. Both Bentham and Mill land on no. I could almost stop here, but there is still other way of judging, and it doesn't count anything at all. It just looks at the act. Let me finish the thought. Now let's look through Kant's perspective, duty over consequences. He'd say, it doesn't even matter whether I get caught or whether the mask came out lucky. Right and wrong don't run on luck. Universal moral law. Could I turn my choice into a rule for everyone? It's fine to secretly get into someone's computer when it helps me. Make that universal and nobody could store anything or trust anything ever again. The rule is itself, so it isn't allowed. The categorical imperative, always treat humanity as an end, never merely as a means. And that's the one that really stops me. If I do this, the professor stops being a person and becomes a lock to pick, an obstacle between me and what I want. Respect for human dignity. My professor has dignity, and dignity has no price. I can't trade it for a passing grade or 100 of them. That's not a feeling. That's the line. And honestly, I knew where that line was before I did any of the counting. So both way of judging get me to the same place by completely different roads. Judging by result, I added everything up and found more harm than good. Judging by the act, I never even opened the ledger. I just thought that I'd be turning a person into means. So here what I tell him. No, not because I'm scared, and not because I think I'm better than him, because it loses for everyone, him included. And because there is a line where a person stops being a person, and I'm not crossing it for an exam. The questions, and I carry them out here for the next hard thing. What will this actually lead to? Am I treating people as an ends or just as means? Turns out, I never needed the flash drive. I just needed to think it all the way through instead of stopping at it feels fine.
I've made my decision. Wait, what? Hey. What kind of offer?
So, I wanna pay you for making the flash driver to hack your computer. Wait.